Glad to have you with us in Athens, Ohio. Keaton Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on another team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to... And the Black Knights will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio's offense will get the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Army's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. This is a designed run. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hands it off. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Craig. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver open.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses to 40. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Sticks it in his belly. Crosses the 35. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll run this play from the pistol. All defense defense so far. Nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the 4th quarter. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Black Knights are flying down the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Clay.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Hart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. This will not go down on their offensive resume reel, but I guess they can say, well, at least we didn't get shut out. Field goal is good. Only points of the game. and a long. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those?